Hello fellow targeted individuals and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing an ASMR mukbang video where I promote, healthy tips for targeted individuals because I believe they're especially important for us. Alright, let me have a seat. And I wanted to mention that maybe in the future I will just make more generalized ASMR videos and mukbang videos. But I still wanted to, I feel this is important to share with the targeted individual community. And then once I have repeated this stuff enough, where I'm kind of like starting to, if I feel like I'm starting to go into circles, I might just, expand and do general, ASMR and mukbangs. I don't know. I don't know yet. Um, that being said, for today's video, I was thinking it would be important to mention to targeted individuals that being organized and prepared is so important and so helpful. When your house is cluttered or your space, your environment is cluttered, it is distracting in and of itself. And you've already got, external people trying to distract you, trying to aggravate you. But then on top of that, like if you allowed that for a while, your space may have become cluttered or, disheveled, etc. And that actually makes things harder, right? Like you go to cook something and things are not where they're supposed to be. It's more difficult. On top of the fact that they're bothering you, right? So it's so important to clear your space, organize things, right? Have things, and I would even recommend having a notepad, maybe a few notepads and pens throughout the house. It really helps becoming like you're like organizing your mind even with when you have the pen and paper, and it's easier than a phone. Like I know there's a notes app and everything like that, but if you find it easier to just write it down real quick, have a few notepads and pens throughout your house. You can take notes of things like lists, etc., so you don't forget them, or document things just real quick. Make sure to include the date and the time. And yeah, so very important is having a space that is, you know, organized and clean, and it feels good. And that's important. I also wanted to mention that, treating yourself well is so important, like to your psyche. When others are treating you, like when others are harassing you or targeting you, etc., if you are there for yourself, that is so important. So, and I mentioned in the last video, when others harass you or, try to upset you, you can rebuke the negative energy, the ill will, the negative intent, rebuke that in the name of Jesus Christ, forgive them, and that sets you free. Okay, and then you're free to do all these other things, that I'm mentioning now in this video. So making healthy choices like eating well, organizing the house, as I'm mentioning in today's video, or exercising. Mm. It really helps. These things add up and they really help. Mm. And I don't want to add too many things, like a whole long list. Like the last video was like 3 steps protocol for every time you're being harassed, right? It was simple. And today's video, it's, just clearing and organizing your space. And it could even just be your space. Even like, okay, as targeted individuals, sometimes we have to go through 10 times more than what the average person would, and we have to try 10 times harder, and it can be tiring. And I was thinking about that earlier, and so I wanted to mention that if you're in that type of a space where you're feeling just drained and tired, you can literally clear the space within arm's distance. What can you reach? That's it. If you feel like you can't do more, that's fine. What can you reach and clean up right there? Or start with your room, or the living room, or the kitchen. If you can do more, you can start with one room. All right. So I wanted to mention that. Mmm. I love that I feel light after I eat this healthy food. It tastes good, and I know that there are a lot of vitamins, minerals, and healthy benefits of this food. It's a very good practice. That being said, I do have a low earphone battery, and I did want to keep the video simple today anyway. In the future, I might even like include, a video of me eating, you know what I mean? I'm kind of a little shy to do that, like, or maybe working out in the future, but these are possibilities for the future. But this right here is so much fun, and I feel like it's very beneficial and helpful to people, so I'm glad to share. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, please click like, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.